Next up are the Force Witches in the flashback episodes, a sloppy attempt at trying to introduce a new Force-based organization into Star Wars. And just how is it sloppy? Well, first of all, they are clearly a knockoff of the Dathomirian witches, just that their version has no sustenance. They call the Force the Thread, but then don't give a clear explanation as to why other than focusing on personal destiny, which kinda makes them more of a Sith knockoff than the Dathomirian knockoff. But their philosophy is never explained beyond that, and they claim to use the Force in unique ways that are different from the Jedi. But all we see is them doing Force pushes, mind tricks, and illusion spells, all things that Jedi and Sith have been capable of doing since forever. So how are they so different from everyone while at the same time copying everyone? The only thing that makes them different is the fact that they suck ass. Even the whole power of 1, 2, and many, which I will spare you the actual audio, is basically using the power of 3 quote from that one show Charmed while avoiding saying the number 3. And don't give me that you just don't like other Force groups outside the Jedi and Sith BS. Because I love the Dathomirians and their very rich lore. But I can hear some of you defenders saying, well, the Dathomirians have had more time to flesh out the lore. These witches were cut off after only 2 episodes. And I hear you. So let me give you another example from the book that I've been talking about a lot in my recent shorts, Mace Windu, The Glass Abyss, where Mace meets a Force group called the Sa'ad, who refer to the Force as the Web. I really like this group because they actually do what these witches don't, use the Force differently. You see, they call the Force the Web because they mean it in a very literal sense. They use webbing from spiderworms that they farm, along with music and rhythm in tandem with the Force, allowing them to do things like use vibrations to scout territory, send detailed messages back and forth, and even write books. And their fighting ability, Web Dance, allows them to read enemy movement through Force vibrations a split second faster than Jedi precognition. When Mace learns and combines this ability with his arsenal of Shatterpoint and Vapad, it opens his eyes to aspects of the Force that he had not experienced prior. So, a unique Force group that is fully explained with examples and demonstrations, and it all happens in one book. And if this book were to be made into a show, it would actually be a bit shorter than The Acolyte, roughly 6 episodes at the most. So if this novel can create a new Force group, flesh out their lore, make them interesting and unique, and put their abilities on display in the scope of one standard Star Wars novel, then these witches have no excuse. Their concept is sloppy, thoughtless, lazy, and uninspired.